What is happening, Ranger Nation? Welcome back to KwingsLetsPlays. How's everybody doing? Sorry for the late start. I was busy working on a stream thing that I have coming up tonight that I've been putting off for a while because it's going to be very difficult for me to talk. I know a lot of you guys, your favorite Ranger was the Green Ranger, and unfortunately, and JDF is no longer with us. You're allowed to talk about stuff if you want to. I don't have any personal opinion on stuff, so I can't really share where I think JDF is now. I don't really want to get into that, as it has to do with religious beliefs, so I don't want to, do that to anybody. Share memories, talk about whatever you need to. This is a safe place. To Green Ranger fans, I'm very sorry for your loss. This stream was set up ahead of time before everything happened. It's the last day I can look at this character, so, the timing is just, well, it sucks. It's very sad.
Yep, we are sorry that so many of you are grieving. We'll be keeping JDF's family in our thoughts and prayers, and we hope that he will be at peace. And it is a sad, tragic loss. He was a hero to a lot of people. Like I was kind of saying in the chat before, like I was a big fan of Trini and some other Rangers, so I didn't really watch a lot of episodes with JDF, and Luke was a fan of a lot of some other Rangers as well, so neither one of us really watched a lot of episodes with JDF in it, but I know a lot of you guys did, so you guys can talk about whatever you need to talk about in the chat, and we do feel sad and that he did pass away, and it is very it is very sad. But like Luke was saying, he actually set this stream up before this stream up was set up last night, so we had no idea that this was going to happen today. So I am sorry that he passed away. I don't think that they would hire someone asked about hiring an actor to replace him. He was the Green Ranger, just like Chadwick Boseman was T'Challa. You can't really replace somebody like that. Just like Luke's doing a tribute for Kevin Conroy, you really cannot replace Kevin Conroy. And for Power Rangers, the actor is the person, so in a way, maybe they will write the Green Ranger in the same way they wrote Trini, where he can live on, the Green Ranger can live on saving, other planets or helping people, and they can write his character in a way that will be a good tribute to him. Well, and without further ado, we're going to look at a new Ranger that's not the Green Ranger. I know a lot of you guys are going to play as the Green Ranger tonight, and that's great. I'm sure JDF would appreciate that. And so we're gonna try the new Ranger out that's on the thumbnail, and I'll let Luke take it from here.
Yep, just have his three most iconic moves there, just for a second. So yeah, again, sorry for your loss, guys and gals. We're gonna be looking at the brand new Ranger that came out. RIP to JDF, and the other stream is still happening on the other channel. Took me a while to put a video together that got me a little misty. I took various performances from Kevin's roles over the past 30 years. I'm going to be talking in detail, and then I'm never going to talk about it again. So it's going to be very, very hard for me, just like I know a lot of this is hard for you guys. And, my condolences. But with that out of the way, let's get into the Silver Megaforce Ranger. So we're going to do the unboxing, all that other stuff, and then get to the other stuff. So that's the plan. Okay. So, Silver Megaforce. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Yeah, okay, it's gonna reach. Barely gonna reach. And this technology is so weird.
And he did do a lot of, stuff in the MMA fighting league. Definitely you. Yu-Gi-Oh says, I hope that future MMA fighters will follow JDF and his philosophy in the art of Toso Kune Do. I don't know if I read that right, but yep, he broke a lot of records in that, and he did a great job with that.
Yep. Okay, so this is Super Mega Force Silver, and Orion. He is... oh my gosh, no, he's a legendary? Oh no. This might not be enough Ranger monies for... oh my god. He's a... come on! Seriously? I thought he was an epic! He's a legendary? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be bad. 26% chance! Oh my gosh! Oh, this is gonna suck! Okay, why anyway? Okay, so 75% off for roll 1, roll 2, 50% off. 1 shard for step 3. Step 4 is free. Step 5 is full. Step 6 is nothing. Step 7 is another shard. Step 8 gives you a free roll. Step 9 gives you nothing. Step 10 gives you nothing. Step 11 will give you 2 shards. This is... ouch. I'm just being completely honest. This is robbery, okay? 26%? Do you know how low that... do you know how low that is? Oh gosh. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Oh, let's go. This is gonna stink so bad.
Someone's Percy Savon. Actually,
this is Enway. This is Hasbro, yo.
So it's not owned by Savon anymore.
Come here, fur-line, feline cat, and she already had her. Whoa! She already had her. She had her medicine.
Jarrell says, I got to meet JDF at New York Comic Con, and he signed my Tommy Funko Pop. He will be truly missed. May the power protect you. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. It's time. R.I.P. Jason David Frank. Sammy says, show no fear or tears, and Brandon says prayers going to his family.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do. Thoughts and prayers to his family, because as I haven't watched many Rangers stuff other than what Walter and Blake said, or what they wrote. ASJ, Austin St. John left a message on both his Facebook and his I don't know if he did it on his Twitter or his YouTube channel, but I got an alert like around 5 o'clock when I was waking up, and I watched it for a minute. And he said that it's not that just people lost a hero. It's like, you know, a wife lost a husband, a daughter lost a father. You know, he really painted JDF as a person, and I really respect him for that. And it was good to see the OG leader of the Power Rangers step up and say some very kind and thoughtful and very beautiful words. You know, I thought that he didn't talk very long about it, but I think that what he said is what the Ranger fandom needed to hear, and hopefully we'll hear from you know, castmates that were closer and worked with JDF longer. But I don't know, people are going to be grieving for some time, so I think for what it was today, you know, it worked out, I guess. You know, considering, but still, it's very hard because 90s kids were already dealing with Kevin Conroy last week, and many people like myself still aren't over it. I just haven't thought about it for like a week as best I could.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of people talking about the cause of death, and yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying. That is the wrong thing to do in general. Like, you know, like, I'm not gonna, like, judge anyone for, you know, whatever happened already. But,
What is what do they call this, unboxing, or is this
But
roll?
yeah, like for you and me and everyone watching, if you guys are, ever in a tough situation, you should just remember things can always get better in the morning. Like, no matter how hard life is, things can always get better if you just hang in there. So, just don't, um, I don't know what to explain, but don't, hold out for a better tomorrow. Don't think everything is wrong in your life now, so I'm just gonna give up. Don't give up, because in a few weeks or in a few days or a few months or a few years, your life could be completely different. You could meet somebody or meet other people, friends, family. You could get a better job. Luke was actually talking to a viewer a while ago that was comprehending something like that, and he was saying, look at me, like Luke was saying, his legs hurt every day. He's always being pushed down by the algorithm, and Luke doesn't give up. And he was telling the person, like, you may never know what will happen if you try to give up now. You don't know what could happen tomorrow. And it's interesting, this viewer, I know who it is, and they were very depressed, and they really were comprehending this, and they said, thank you, Luke, I'm going to keep trying. And a few days to a week later, I saw on their Twitter, they wrote, I'm so happy, I just got a new job, and things are looking up for me. So it's just really interesting. If it may not always happen a couple days to a week, but if things are really bad in your life, you really need to hang in there and not don't give up, because I really believe that that there's a good force, and for me it's God that's watching out for everyone, and that he will not let things get too tough for you, that something always is going to happen that will be good in your life. And if you just hang in there a little bit longer and don't let that test or trial get to you so that you end up giving up, keep going, keep fighting the good fight, and hang in there, and do not give up, because you do not know what great opportunities, as they say, it's always darkest before the dawn. So what great opportunities might happen if you do not give up. So do not give up. Never surrender, never give up.
I only have 4 shards so far. Yep, I mean, life has a lot of potholes and demorphing at times, but we're always given time for things. And if anybody ever needs to talk to somebody, there's pastors, there's counselors, there's somebody you can trust to talk to, as well as there's hotlines if you want to call. I prefer to speak to people in person rather than over the phone, but whatever this generation needs to do. I had a very dark time in my life. I was very sick with ulcers, and I still carry the scar on my wrist. I was 17 years old, and I was tired of coming in and out of the hospital and being bullied in school, so I made a mistake, and luckily God spared me. But it was a wake-up call for a lot of things. I talked with my pastor, and recovery was good. And I've never, even though things have been really bad for the past probably 3 or 4 years, I've never had any dark thoughts ever again. I really felt like the devil was messing with me, and I just couldn't take it. I couldn't take high school. I couldn't take the illness. It didn't look like I was going to get better. And then what happened was I got better, and I got out of ulcers. I don't have ulcers anymore. I've been in remission for 25 years, something like that. And there were a lot of good things that came from stuff. So it's hard to hear that people that you admired went through and they did that to themselves. and it's hard to talk about for people in the Power Ranger fandom, because Kevin didn't necessarily pass of natural conditions. He was sick. You know, he fought till the very end, and with Tommy, it's like he kind of lost his battle, and it's sad. I never disliked the Green Ranger. I made fun of him, you know, on occasion, like I make fun of Rocky, but I never wished ill will toward any Power Ranger actor, because at the end of the day, they're people, right? People have problems, people go through things. They're not just childhood icons. There's someone under the helmet, or, you know, someone under the bat cowl. And it's like they do the best they can to do their performance and stuff like that. But there are layers to people. Sometimes people are like onions, and they don't always show how they are. One of the things that I always respected about JDF is his he had a tagline that he really believed for his life's philosophy. He said he was a Christian. I am not going to contest that. That's between him and God. But he said that one of the things that he admired, or he interpreted about Jesus, was that Jesus didn't tap, and that Jesus didn't give up. So to see that after so much overwhelming stuff that supposedly Jason just kind of folded, it's heartbreaking, because, you know, he was a guy that, you know, he was a fighter. So it was, you know, it's hard when these things happen and there's like, you don't really know what the reason is, you know. And it makes you think, kind of like, wow, you know, what was going on and stuff. But it's rough. It is. It's when these surprise things happen. The hardest thing about getting older is, as we age, we're at a point in our life where we tend to outlive our heroes. Like our childhood tends to fade away as we get older. The memories you keep, but the childhood actors and other people that you grew up, you know, admiring and loving, you tend to outlive them. And depending on how close you are to these characters, it's hard. Myself, I've been very fortunate that up until this year I didn't have to experience that, you know, and I've been following voice actors and you know, Power Rangers actors and Batman actors and stuff since probably the 80s. And for the most part, most of the people who I grew up listening to in Transformers and G.I. Joe, Thundercats, they're all still with us, mostly. They might not work anymore, but they're still here, you know? They attend conventions and things like that. So, November's just been a very, very difficult time. But I want you guys to know that I'm praying for all my viewers that are impacted about this, care about you guys a lot, and that Jesus loves you a lot. So I want you to know that, okay? You know? So just remember that. If you take anything away from this Power Ranger stream, those two things that I mentioned are very important. Alright? So, I don't know if other YouTubers will say similar things, but that's just how I roll. Let's unlock the Silver Ranger. Okay, so how much crystals do we have left? 1,700. So there's no way we're gonna get the assist at all. Like it took, that was $40. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was $40 at 26%. I got super lucky because there's no way that $40 was gonna work. So I managed to save almost 2,000 gems. I think that's good. I will try to roll for the assist, but I don't really care. So let's unlock Orion, I believe is his name. Then we'll get to his bio, and then we'll check him out in the thingy. So, oh gosh. Orion comes from a planet similar to Earth where he worked as a miner. One day in the quarry, he found the 6th key. Shortly after, the Armada attacked his planet and destroyed everything. Without anything to lose, he became the Super Megaforce Silver Ranger, but needed training for the revenge. He practiced for months until the Armada came back and Orion destroyed one of their ships. For months he worked repairing the ship. When it was ready, he traveled to Earth, becoming the Super Megaforce Silver Ranger. So if you guys don't know what Super Megaforce is, it was a Nickelodeon / Neo Saban show that released many years ago. Zelda, please don't do that. You're gonna
People said they appreciated that a lot, Luke.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I just felt led to, say it real quick. So, I'm not gonna get too much into religious things, but I just wanted people to know that, like, there are people that care about you and, love you and stuff like that. And if you still have family members around and you're close with them, make sure you get a big hug from your mom and dad or your grandma or your uncle or aunt. It helps. I don't deal well with the passing of people, and I can't guarantee how strong I'm going to be when it comes to talking about Kevin, because unlike Power Rangers, which come and go, unless they're really lucky to return for anniversary specials, my hero, I heard his voice for 30 years in just about every type of thing I did. It's like the actor followed my career personally, in a sense. Like, every chance that I think that I'm not going to interact with, the voice of my childhood, there he was in another project, whether it was a new cartoon show, a new video game, a theme park attraction, a radio commercial. It's like the voice followed me everywhere. Sometimes it was kind of freaky, but so I have a lot to go over tonight that I don't know how strong I'm going to be with that later. I guess it shows I'm human. I don't know. I'll do the best I can, but it's going to be hard. I can't even watch the clip reel I made because it'll break me probably. I tried to incorporate as many great performances and just showing the range and things that Kevin could do, as well as like some funny moments to make people laugh, so it's not all just like, oh my gosh, I'm sad, because he did some funny stuff too in his last years, especially that Justice League action show was hilarious. But sorry, this is Power Rangers related stuff, but I'm glad that many of you got to meet some of your Power Rangers actors. I think that's amazing. We never got the chance to meet JDF, but I don't think that's an appropriate story for today. But we almost got a chance to meet him. Almost. He had other, we'll say, obligations somewhere else at New York Comic Con that year that was far away from us. But I would have met him if he wanted to. So.
There's a lot of people in the chat that are saying they are saddened about Kevin, and then this happened with JDF.
It's like a one week. It's like thinking like in a boxing thing. It's like a 1-2 punch. Like everybody's already kind of staggering from the gut punch that we got, and then it's like, as we're all kind of dizzy right now, like, because most people, this is the Fox Kids, like, family of people that are impacted. Like, Batman the Animated Series and Power Rangers was Fox Kids, 90s, And a lot of us in our 30s, 40s, and, late 20s, we grew up with Fox Kids. And those shows were very prominent. Like, in fact, I remember Power Rangers being on either before or after Batman the Animated Series, like, afternoons. As well as, like, Power Rangers was also on Saturday. So it was on, like, 6 days a week along with the animated series. And there were other things, you had X-Men, Spider-Man, like, as time went on, Eek the Cat, things like that. But the big ratings things were Power Rangers and Batman the Animated Series. Power Rangers eventually dwarfed Batman the Animated Series. But even though it was a ratings giant, it didn't win Emmys. Like, it didn't win daytime Emmys. It was a big merchandise thing, and it was a big, like, whatever, but it couldn't compete with the animated series in the same way. Like, you know, but it was big, and it was around, and it was always like getting specials, and I remember that it got a primetime special before its second season came out, where it was advertising that the second season was coming out, and it was the one where the Power Rangers were riding dirt bikes, and it was a big deal. It was an hour special, and it just showed how big of a ratings giant that it really was. Alright, I'm getting trounced. I'm doing that on purpose because I'm writing time codes. So okay, so
Blackling was saying it was a pop culture phenomenon, and Twin was saying, man, back when cartoons were amazing. Yeah, definitely a different era back then.
Well, you can blame the government for getting rid of Saturday morning and weekday afternoon cartoons and replacing with terrible things like soap operas and news shows, and they didn't think that kids needed that kind of stuff anymore. They kind of deprived an entire generation of that. They did. They really did. I think that was a really stupid thing. Holy cow! That's amazing! Wow, that is... Wow.
Thank you, Pirate Canvas, for the highlighted message. And thank you for being a member for 14 months. That's a year and 2 months. That's amazing. Thank you, Pirate Canvas. Maybe we'll do the donation train after this. I'll wait till this fight is over and then I can read it.
Yeah, I was just trying to... I'm showing off the character moves. I want to know how I did that. There was a... He summons all the Rangers. Here it is. Power 6 Unite. So he summons... I almost saw it. I kind of missed it. I think I saw Gold Ranger, White Ranger. It had no, Zelda. Zelda, down. If you don't want to go in the basement, don't be a jerk. Okay. I really need to see that again. I swear I saw Gold Ranger. I swear it. I just want to wait for that power meter to, because that's kind of amazing. That Enway's... Okay, here we go. I have to see if Gold Ranger's in this. Okay.
People said I thought this was Saban.
Yep, Gold Ranger.
This game is... Saban is the creator of, and they originally did, I thought they did create Legacy Wars, or maybe Enway did create it when they used to be part of Saban. But it was bought by Hasbro.
Yeah, it was bought.
So it did used to be owned by Saban. You guys are correct, but it's owned by Hasbro now. So when it releases a new character, it's Hasbro that technically owns it.
Yep, Hasbro's the reason why Battle for the Grid died, because they didn't want to continue it anymore.
Originally, yes, it was Saban.
It was Saban. And if Saban still owned Power Rangers, you can bet Battle for the Grid would still be getting new characters. Just saying.
Yeah, I'll read your thing afterwards. Pirate Canvas, thank you so much for the highlighted message.
Dunk. I think that Orion is actually really good. Like, he has some really cool movesets. I don't know if he's worth $40. I mean, that's what I ended up paying for him. But the character's actually... He's pretty cool. At least from what I've seen of his moveset. He's got a lot of red attacks. I think he's an attacker class. But I really like his power of 6 Unite is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in Legacy Wars. He summons so many years of 6 Rangers. I even think that he has Dino Thunder White in there too. So I saw Gold Ranger, I saw the Quantum Ranger, I saw Cam the Green Ranger, I saw Tommy the Green Ranger, saw White Ranger, saw Jason as the Gold Ranger, and I need to double check and see who else is in there. It's supposed to be the power of 6.
Brandon says Power Rangers was on Kids WB also, I think, or...
No. I don't believe Power Rangers made it to Kids WB. It made it, like, Saturday morning, JetX, which was a Disney thing, managed to get Power Rangers. JetX was, ABC was owned by Disney. Is owned by Disney still. Yeah, I saw him. Okay, so, you do have, you do have the Dino Thunder White in there, too.
Alright, Blackwing is talking about the moves of the Power Ranger. And hi, Blackwing, great to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Thanks for moderating, Blackwing. I know your heart's kind of broken right now, so it's nice for you to be here.
Blackwing says it's a finisher he used in the show.
Yep.
It only works when he's in gold mode. Basically, the attack summons all the 6th Rangers.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Blackwing!
Oh, jeez.
Our cat just...
Yeah, Zelda just jumped on the computer, and now she's running away from Amber, and Amber's slowly chasing after her. Yeah. Okay. Zio, Samurai. Alright, that's not every single 6th Ranger, though, but still, they did a great job of that. That is a really cool move. Alright, so let's try for the assist. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of people talking. It's a safe space for them to, you know. Let's try for the assist, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. They're not being nice this time around. So they really want to bleed out your money. Let's talk about this. All right, so the assists. What you guys are seeing here on your screen, this is the assist. For Power Rangers Silver Ranger.
What were you saying about JetX, Luke, says Brandon?
JetX was a ABC show that was like the last place that Saturday morning cartoons existed until everything moved to cable. Like, everything was on Cartoon Network and Nicktoons, TBS for TBS did have Saturday morning cartoons for a while. Kids WB. Kids WB lasted a long time. But JetX was a Disney-owned thing, and that's where you got a lot of the Disney Power Ranger stuff before it moved to, you know, Disney's cable thing. And, you know, I vaguely remember some JetX stuff, but you have to remember, by the time I was 16, I was working, like, all the time. Like, I was a big gamer. I had kind of moved away from television stuff, and I was really focusing on video game stuff. So I was working, as soon as I turned 16, I was able to get different types of jobs. And I was earning my own money and buying, like, game consoles, retro games, comic books, whatever I could. I kept myself off drugs and out of gangs and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And I focused on things that I enjoyed. Like, I built up my hobbies and I started collections and things like that. You know, I kept myself clean, and a lot of that was thanks to things like He-Man, Power Rangers, you know, life lessons and things like that. You know, these superheroes basically telling you, you know, life is hard, but this is, you know, what you can do. And even though a lot of the stuff was cheesy, it stayed with me. Like, you know, you know, now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Like, all that cheesy stuff that 80s and 90s kids grew up with, even though it was cheesy, it saved lives. Yeah. So the argument that the U.S. government had in the 90s and the 2000s, when they essentially got rid of those PSA stuff, I think that was actually very detrimental to society.
Yeah.
Like, because even though it was cheesiness, the cheesiness saved a lot of people's lives. It kept a lot of people off drugs. It kept a lot of people clean. Kept them becoming good, upstanding members of society. And then the generation that was deprived of that, they kind of have a lot of problems. Almost 2 generations after. I'm just saying. Okay.
Yeah, because how would you know drugs are bad unless someone told you?
Oh, they don't tell you that in school.
Thank you for the super highlighted message. Pirate Canvas says, Jason was an amazing man. Got to meet him at Lexington Comic Con and was so loyal to his fans. He inspired me to be who I am today. Rest in peace, JDF.
That's very sweet, Pirate.
Thank you, Pirate Canvas, for the highlighted message. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. And thank you, Cat Ranger, for being a member for 13 months and for the highlighted message. Cat Ranger says, my prayers go out to JD's family. JDF's family. I know how his daughter Jenna feels because my dad lost his dad at age 16.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, Pirate Canvas, and thank you, Cat Ranger.
Yep. So, we're not going to be able to get the assist, but I just want to show you guys, because, you know, reasons. I just want to show you, like, how bad Hasbro is, and Enway. Bear in mind, Enway is working on a new Power Rangers game. Like, Battle for the Grid is dead. Like, it's done. But they are working on a game that's in closed beta, I believe, over in Asia. It got a soft release this year, and it's essentially Marvel Strike Force, but with Power Rangers. And they're going to have a lot of Power Rangers in it. I don't know if they're going to have full teams, but I thought about showing you guys that game, but I can't really read Korean, so I don't know how well the English stuff works, and also I don't have a phone that can really play that game anyway, but probably by next year they're going to announce a US release for it, I would guess, because Enway's been working on it now for 2.5 years, something like that. They actually divided up their team that was doing Battle for the Grid and Legacy Wars, and they've been, you know, working on that Power Rangers Strike Force game. So that'll probably roll out eventually. I'm going to guess next year sometime. And Legacy Wars, they're going to keep updating because people like them make the money, because we're saps that spend $40, $50 for new Rangers to continue to play this game for just a few days to be like, oh my gosh, you know this Ranger? Well, it's in the game now, but anyway, this is your thing. So you've got a 41% chance now, you know, once you make it to the boosted section. But good luck with that, because if you look at the little question mark here, it says buy one, get one free. No, never mind. Buy one, 75% off. Buy one, 50% off. One assist, 25%, one assist. Step 4 will give you one assist. Step 5 will give you one assist. Ow. Step 6, one assist. Step 7, one assist. Step 8, one assist. And then by step 9, they'll give you 10. So that is, this right here, they're expecting you to pay another $20. So that would be $60 for the Silver Ranger. And I'm just going to let you know, it's not worth it. I'm just going to be completely transparent that paying $60 for the starter and the assist in total is not worth it.
Brandon says he believes 4 kids was the reason why Saturday morning started creating
4 kids?
the 4 kids dog.
No. There was a whole there was a bunch of politicians that put an end to Saturday morning TV, which Fred Rogers actually fought in defense of Saturday morning TV. Fred Rogers, you know, Mr. Rogers, he actually went up against the U.S. government trying to convince them that Saturday morning television was good for, you know, young minds, and the government said no. So they basically got rid of it eventually. It just kind of fell apart.
The rest of your comments are about how they feel like this game is trying to scam you.
Oh yeah, this game steals your money. Yeah. No. Legacy Wars. This game. This is a sinkhole game, I believe is the term. It sucks all your money out of you, and sometimes you get a cool Ranger, and other times you don't. But you know, I'm a content creator. This is my job. Pain. So maybe we'll get lucky, but I doubt it. So we're gonna get one assist shard. Usually by the 5th roll of a boosted pack, full transparency, on the 5th roll of a boosted pack, you get 10 assists. They have moved. Okay? They've moved the 10 assists to roll number 9. Which means that no matter how lucky you are, you would still have to pay either $9 or $19 for more Ranger monies in order to get the assist. And we don't even know if the assist is good. It might be good. I mean, the leader class is actually pretty good, but I mean, is it good? I don't know. I don't even think I'm going to make 5. Let's see. I'm only going to 5. I'm not spending 60 for it. I refuse. I'm not doing that. I'm holding to my principles. Nope. I'm not doing that. People want to go, you want to go for it? Cool. This character will be available until noon tomorrow, I believe. If you wanted to shoot for it. But I got Marvin the Martian to buy tomorrow. Marvin. Oh dear. Which, while I'm talking bad about corporations, I really am angry at Warner Brothers for releasing Marvin on a Monday when usually they do Tuesday, Thursday release days. Or Wednesday. Because, yeah, I got an Ultimate tomorrow. I'm going to have 4 streams tomorrow. 4. I'm going to have a Pokemon stream at 4:30. Then I'm going to have another Pokemon stream around 7. And then I got Ultimate stream. And then I got Marvin the Martian. I've got like a super packed day tomorrow. I'm very upset. Super annoying. Okay, I didn't get anything that roll. Hooray! What is this? Okay, yeah, more of that. So that's 3. Is that only 3 for the assist so far? How much Ranger thing do I have left? Like, what is my gem thingy? Actually, I think we got really lucky with the with Orion, because I believe they gave us 3 shards during one of our rolls. So let's see. Orion is gotta keep scrolling. There have been a couple Rangers. I mean, it sounds like JDF was super depressed. The other Ranger we lost, which I don't want to talk ill of the dead, but there was a Disney Ranger who Minecrafted himself, but he did it to get away from repercussions of beating up his wife and doing some other really illegal things. Like, he, at least I'm glad that, JDF didn't go out that way, because that always makes it hard to remember, a hero you grew up with who went out and lived long enough to see themselves become a villain, in a sense. And I have no respect for cheaters, wife beaters, and people that abuse their families, even at the end of their life. I can't support you or think kindly of you. That's my rule. Maybe other people are different. I know that I'm commanded in my religion to forgive people, and I try to, but I'm a flawed human, and I can't always follow everything that God tells me to do, because I'm not perfect. I have flaws. I have problems, and I have a very burning sense of justice, and I can't forgive everybody. I just can't. So.
People were also saying that other Rangers were also in St. John, but they thought they saw some other Rangers that wrote, especially Amy Jo Johnson wrote something.
I was following a lot of Rangers today. I really like the Black Ranger from In Space. He's a Christian. He said something very nice today. And I was also some Megaforce people that knew, or not Megaforce, sorry. Yeah, some Megaforce people that knew JDF said some stuff, as well as some Power Ranger Samurai guys. And Yoshi had a cryptic tweet. A lot of them had cryptic tweets, and a lot of them can't talk because some of these Rangers grew up with, and that's it. We're done. I'm not paying anymore. Some Rangers who became actors actually were inspired by the original MMPR cast to become Power Rangers. So they're very close, and they love the original Mighty Morphin cast. So some of them have not actually issued a statement because it's just, Some of them can't, and some of them probably won't for a week. You don't know how long people are going to grieve. Like, you have no way of knowing. Like, everybody is different. Everybody deals with this stuff differently, and that's okay. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no manual for how to deal with this. There's all kinds of things that can happen.
Everybody
is different.
Differently. Like, some people can't talk about it.
Yeah, everybody's unique.
And some people need to talk about it, so it all depends on...
Like, personally, I know people would hate me for this, but if my dad passed, I would have a very hard time going to the funeral or a wake. The hardest thing in the world for me was going to my grandfather's thing. And I hated it. I didn't hate my grandfather, I just hated everything about death. I just don't like it. I can't guarantee that I'm always going to show up at a family member's thing because it messes me up. I don't like it.
It's very stressful. It hits too close to home.
Yeah, I think I have, like, not attended some funerals the past, like, 6 years or something. I don't remember. I just don't. I get all panicky. I don't like it. I have panic attacks. I worry about family squabbles and the tenseness, and also the last time I'm literally going to see them, they're going to look like a plastic mannequin. I don't want those to be my last memories of seeing a loved one. That's just me. I'm not telling other people to do that. That's me. So, I prefer to remember how the person was instead of how they look in the box. So, I mean, it gets weird, but that's me. I've always been like that, though. But anyway, let's open up the floor to some fights, if you guys want to, if you're feeling up to it. And then I'm going to head over and console another fandom today that I've been putting off for quite a while. Online battles. Again, I'm a flawed human. I'm not perfect.
Well, there's other people in the chat saying they also have issues with that as well.
Yeah,
everyone has issues with it. Like, there's other people that have it.
So anyway, if you guys want to play, throw your codes in the chat, and we'll battle if you want to. If you don't worry about it.
You had several people that said, like, JDF was like a person that they wanted to be, like the ranger they wanted to be, or some people said, like, after, like, their first ranger, like, some people's favorite ranger was the Black Ranger or Austin St. John the Red Ranger, and their second ranger that they wanted to be was Tommy, or some people's favorite ranger was Tommy. It's also very difficult because, like, I think that they looked at, like, when he said, like, Jesus doesn't tap and stuff, where he was like, you never give up. That was his catchphrase on his t-shirt, so...
Huh? Hero maintenance? What does that mean?
What does that mean? Basically, I think that, like, you were saying, like, some of the Rangers, like, it would be hard for them to know what to say because he told people to never give up. So it's very difficult when something like this happens, because what are they supposed to... They're looking up to him for an example. Like, what are they supposed to do? Oh, it's very difficult.
We have a problem, guys and gals. Somebody send me another code. I think they're doing maintenance. Why would they do maintenance today of all... Nuh-uh. Oh!
Oh no, right now they're doing maintenance.
Ah, bruh! Are you serious? We can't play people.
Can you play some bots for now until they're done with
I can...
maintenance? Maybe maintenance will only take 10 minutes?
I don't know. Let me try a different ranger. Maybe there's some tied up with Orion. I don't know. It's possible. Let's see. Do Dino Thunder Black. Try again. We'll try again. We'll try again. Can use anyone else other than Orion. Okay. What's the Orion showcase? I can't even use Orion. Awesome.
Yeah, but we can see all of your comments you guys made about Tommy, and I know a lot of you guys are, you know, grieving your own family members and remembering other people that you've lost. And Luke and I will definitely be keeping you in our thoughts and prayers, and of course we'll be keeping JDF's family in our thoughts and prayers. Just, you know, pray for his family and the other Rangers, and you know, like, it's definitely difficult, like, definitely difficult.
49 is only 10 years older than me. So that was, yeah. And all I am is a YouTuber.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's the thing about, like, people that have accomplished tremendous amount in their life, but then they go out like this. You know, it would be better to just, you know, sometimes you don't need to live a life that you do everything in the public eye and everyone knows who you are. Sometimes just being a good son, a good daughter, a good friend, a good neighbor, a good person, and trying your best to be kind to your mailman and paying your bills and trying to be kind to people that you know and doing the best you can at your job, even if it's not a flashy job. You know, all of us, we're still alive, and
yeah,
like, we're still trying, and honestly, that's, even if not all of us are, you know, as famous as some people that are super famous and end up having, you know, a tragic loss. It's better, you know, life kind of pushes you in the direction where you think you're not good enough. And most of us, I think, like, I know I always think that, and I think a lot of people do, like, they always think I could do better, I could do better in school or better in work or be more famous, or people could be more proud of me, and you know, but in reality, just living your life every day and trying your best, you know, we're all still here and we're trying, and that's, you know, that's really all you can do. And, you know, like, I don't know what I was gonna say, but it's just, like, sometimes, I don't know, it's, you know, people that seem to have it all together, you realize that maybe they didn't, and so you want to be more thankful for your life and realize, you know, just be thankful for what you have every day, that you're still alive and you can still just try your best every day, and that is good enough. Like, whatever, you know, Luke and I are very proud of you, whatever you guys do. Just the fact that you guys and gals try every day, Luke and I are very proud of you. And we are. And like I was saying before, not to get into it too much, but I believe God is proud of you. Every day you try and you get up in the morning and you try to put a positive outlook and you try to be kind. I do believe God is very proud of you for that.
Alright, on Echo 62 853. And I know, guys, the other stream is not started yet. Obviously, I'm still finishing up this one, so I'll get to it. I am gonna do the other stream tonight. There's no way I'm not gonna do it. I'm probably just gonna grab a brisk iced tea though, and just need to walk around, get some circulation in my leg, because it's gonna be a long night for me. Billy team or blue team.
I mean, like, even though I haven't really watched that much Power Rangers, I definitely know who, you know, JDF is, and he's definitely a huge influence. I know how huge an influence he is on not just some people, but he's literally was an influence on the world.
He was a face of the brand
everyone in the
years.
world knows who the Green Ranger is. Everyone did.
Yep.
Like, everyone knows who he is. Even if you didn't watch Power Rangers, you know who he is. And I definitely, I was stressed this morning, and maybe that had something to do with it, like hearing about it, because it's definitely stressful to hear about it. It's definitely
Baseball.
It is a loss for the world, and I am sorry that he was under so much stress that happened.
Alright, let's try this one. 6, 7, 3, what? 3, 7, 6. Invalid. Did I do that wrong? Is my head causing you problems? Wait. 6, 6, 7, 3, 7, 6. 3, 7, 6. No, I put that in right. It just doesn't work. Okay. Try somebody else. What is the power pass? What's going on with the power pass?
I should probably go up to bed.
I have no idea who that is. Some chick. I actually never got that character to begin with. I passed on her. Okay, well that's the thing. Yeah, you said you were getting up in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. So you'll wanna.
I'm worried about you for you.
Oh, I'll be fine. Oh, it's Scorpina? Scorpina from the comic? Okay, that's cool. What a Power Ranger pass. Oh, well, TMZ is not a good publication. They're a, they're very sensationalist driven. Like they look for TMZ. They look. I believe if I remember correctly, TMZ are the type of people that like they antagonize people with their paparazzi. They like to get celebrities at their worst. So, I mean, it would be good if it's made up. I mean, it'd still be terrible if he, passed from natural causes, or maybe there was an accident or something. But I mean, I don't want to speculate on anything because I really don't want to think about it. Like, the other Ranger actors have all just said he passed away, so the family members aren't going to come forward anytime soon. Details. Maybe you'll get details by Monday. You have to remember that when stuff happens on the weekend, it takes a while for the authorities to put together an investigation, and usually after 48 hours, maybe the family will share some information, but they might not. I never found out what killed my grandfather, and it bothers me to this day. He was 68 years old. He was a very well-known musician, piano player and singer in the New York area, and he came home from work. He looked healthy and just dropped dead. They never did an autopsy. They didn't do anything. No one knows what happened. He looked like he was in the prime of his life, and then the next minute he was gone, just like that. And it still haunts me to this day. Almost, I was in middle school when it happened, so it's the only thing I really remember about my grandfather is what happened to him, not necessarily what his life was like. I can barely remember that. I became obsessed with knowing the why, and I can't let it go. Sucks. So I mean, I hope, you know, Power Rangers fandom will at least get some clarity about what happened, but at the same time, I hope it wasn't something horrible like that. But you know,
yeah, but it was
that
all,
stuff is messed up.
But also his personal trainer said you got a call that there's something wrong. It wasn't just him.
Alright, let's try again. I don't like talking about death. Okay, I get all heebie-jeebies. 3, 8, 3, 3, 8, 3, 8, 3, 3, 8, 2, 501. Okay. Alright, that one worked.
Well, I mean, I don't really want to get into it, but it's all, I think...
What is that?
I don't know.
Who is that?
I heard from some other places besides them that there were other reasons why they said that. But I don't really want to get into it. I mean, I hope people are wrong, but...
That's all you can hope.
I mean...
I've never seen this character. I don't even know who this character is. I think this is a character I never bothered to get. Oh my gosh! Who is that? I think that's that Ranger character or Ranger villain I didn't look at. I didn't have time to look at.
Yes, we're playing online with viewers.
That was... Huh? That was really... No way. Okay. Huh. I've never seen that character before either. That was new.
Roberto says, I am going to go back and I'm going to be watching Power Rangers tomorrow in memory of Jason David Frank.
I mean, that's the best thing you can do. You know, relive your good memories of the person. Try not to remember how they ended. Try to remember what, you know, type of impact they had on you and the good memories you have of them, because people live on in your memories. Hopefully good memories, but that's, you know, people are never really fully gone as long as you remember them. So, you know, I hope people will marathon stuff and remember, you know, the reasons why you know, that person was your hero and things like that. That's, you know, it's important. Oh, all right. I'll do one more match because we're almost ready to hit 1,000 views, and I'd really like to get over and start the other stream if I can. No, it's fine, Crossfighter. Don't worry about it, man. All right, we hit 1,000 views. I think we're good. So.
We appreciate you coming by, Crossfighter and Blackwing and everyone to help in the chat.
Yep, this is gonna be a shorter stream, guys and gals. Like we hit. This channel is essentially shadow banned, so it, like, you know, it takes a while for things to click. But this stream was already successful. It hit 1,000 views. It's exactly what we needed. Your streams tomorrow will be Pokemon and other stuff. In fact, I probably should make that thumbnail real quick.
We're doing Pokemon. We're doing
4 streams tomorrow. I'm doing 4 streams.
Yeah, we're doing Pokemon. We're doing Paper Mario. We're doing Marvin the Martian.
I can't believe we're doing Marvin.
And I don't know what we're doing. What is the fourth stream?
Doing
2 Pokemon?
2 Pokemon.
Well, I don't see how you're gonna do that.
I promised I'm gonna do it. I'm a man of my word. Told people I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
Well, you're insane.
Of course I'm insane. That's why I don't recommend this job to anybody. Because I am...
Well, I'm gonna have to do it too.
Who says you have to be on all of them?
Which one am I gonna not be on?
I don't know. Ben's stream is tomorrow too. Paper Mario's tomorrow.
8:30.
Yeah. So it'd be like the first Pokemon stream would be like 4 o'clock, and then next one will be around like probably 6:30. 6:30, 6:45, and then Ben's stream, and then
How could you do?
Well, I mean, if I start at 4 or something, then I should be able to get everything.
I don't think you're gonna be able to do it.
I'm gonna do the best I can.
Maybe you could move it. The other stream.
Can't move. If I don't do the Marvin stream, I'm not gonna. I can't move that. It's a rat race. If you don't do it the day it comes out, you're hosed.
Alright, so the first Pokemon stream will be at 4.
Yep. I'm gonna push myself. I'm not doing any Batman related stuff on my channel tomorrow. This is it. Like this Batman stream tonight is it. Until probably Wednesday. Because I don't have time to. I don't even really care about doing the finale of my New Game Plus series. I just don't care. I don't care to put it together right now.
It's okay to put it together when you feel like it a little bit more.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, guys, don't forget. Thank you guys for expressing your condolences about JDF, Jason David Frank. Don't forget, if you want to, you can put your thoughts in the response to this video after it goes public. Put it as a comment. You can always watch the chat replay. There was a lot of great comments in the chat. Hopefully they'll keep the chat replay up, and you should always scroll back. There was literally dozens, if not hundreds, of comments about JDF in the chat. So you can, yeah, and also don't forget we're gonna do, or Luke is gonna be doing a stream over on his Nightwing01 channel. That's Nightwing01 with a K, in like 15 or 20 minutes, and it's in memory of Kevin Conroy.
Yep. I will not be doing a tribute to JDF on this channel or on the other one. He was not my favorite ranger, but he was not my least favorite ranger. But
yeah.
There will be other YouTubers that'll probably do that. That, you know, Tommy was their number 1. He was like my number 3 or number 4. I really liked him as the green and the black Dino Thunder Ranger. I've already been very crystal clear how I thought about the White Ranger run. And some other stuff, but I really liked his Zeo run. He matured a lot more as both an actor and as a person for Zeo. So Zeo to me is like pinnacle. I really, really loved him in Zeo, and he was really funny and very cool in Dino Thunder. So I really like Dino Thunder as well. So definitely like Red Zeo and Dino Thunder Black I put over Mighty Morphin in terms of his like you know, his abilities, things like that. But yeah, I got to jump off, guys and gals. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, you know. Give a family member who's awake a big hug, you know. Maybe introduce them to Power Rangers if you want to, you know, to have something in common with family members, to share your hobby, if you're able to, you know, don't feel pressured. But you know, you can write whatever you want in the comments, you know, if you want to. Like I said, this is a safe place. I'm not going to erase people's comments. The only comments I'll erase is if people start dumping on ASJ, because he's my favorite ranger. So I'm not going to say anything bad about Tommy, so I'd appreciate people don't say bad things about other rangers, because, you know, we're supposed to be a ranger family, and it's not good to make fun of people for political differences, skin color differences, any type of stuff like that. So you know, be the heroes that you guys look up to. That's all I say. All right, people. God bless. Happy gaming. Have a great night. I got to jump off for a memorial service on another channel, so I got to go. Later.
See ya.